Good morning, you guys. I'm so excited to create this video, but just real quick, I have a flight in about 2 hours, so we're just gonna get ready really fast. This was going to be a slight of a glam look, maybe not, just to look more put together on the plane. I will be doing a lot of things after I land. This will be a 4-hour flight, so I will be adding just a little bit of makeup. But before I do that, I have to make sure that I'm very hydrated. So I do use my triple repair moisturizing cream. This is my favorite cream. It has very thick consistency, which is amazing if you are planning to do any of airplane rides, just because when you go up in the air, you tend to dehydrate a lot. So drinking a lot of water is a must, and moisturizing yourself with a good moisturizer is also a must. I will be also adding in my favorite, I have everything prepared here. I'll be adding my favorite sunscreen as well, which I mentioned a lot of times, which is CeraVe. This is a triple repair moisturizing lotion. It's a very light one, so it's very nice. There is one by CeraVe which is not as light and it has residue. This one is specific, I think, for face, and therefore I feel like it just works a lot more better. Just a little disclaimer, they are blowing, I think, leaves outside my apartment, so you may be allowed at some point of this video. Okay, perfect. I already did add my triple repair cream. Just make sure you add that before you do the sunscreen. Sunscreen is your last set of your hydration, or sunscreen is your last skincare prep before makeup. I'm not going to be adding any foundation, which I usually do, but I'm not going to do it this time. I'm gonna add in concealer. I have one by Giorgio Armani. This is shade 5. I also have shade number 3.8. I don't see it here. I recently got a PR and I actually did a very nice look before I went to sleep last night because it was the Met Gala yesterday, and I actually did a look inspired by Camila Mendes, and this will be uploaded onto my Instagram if you are curious to know what came up. I did not make a YouTube video. This was for Armani, and they sent me a lot of product to try, which is so cute because they gave me to try this new cheek tint, which is amazing. I actually really like it. Okay, this is a lot of concealer, but I'm not putting any foundation on, just keep in mind. I'm going to use my beauty blender. Oh my god, you guys ever seen this? This is like a case for your beauty blender, but it has like air holes so it could breathe. That's just cute. That's cute. I actually already wetted right before starting this video. I'm just gonna blend it in just to give myself a more of a hydrated look. I'm actually going on a trip to a different state. This is not going to be like a vacation or anything. It's more of like a trip to see if I like the state or not. This trip will be a determination of me moving out from New York or not. So just a little, I'm not gonna name the state just yet, just because I don't know for sure. I'm just looking around still, but I'll let you know as soon as possible. Let me know if you guys would like me to incorporate any like vlog style videos. There are quite a few of you now, so I feel like it will be meaningful for me to create my lifestyle vlogs. I'm gonna also bring it out to my eyelid so that it doesn't look too red, just doing like a little bit of color correction, let's say. Okay, that all is blended. I do see that there is still redness around my acne, which is okay. What I'm going to do though is add a little bit of concealer, and I'm going to let it dry a little bit just so that it is less visible. So I'm going to apply it, tap it, and I'm going to allow it to dry so that it sets in, if you know. Okay, now I'm just going to allow it to dry so that it could set in while I do the rest of the face. I'm going to do very light eyebrows, so I'm going to fill them in, and then probably I'm not going to fix them with a gel, but I could. I don't think I'm in the mood to fix them with a gel just because I feel like sometimes it looks odd on my face, but it's a preference, so every eyebrow is different. If you like to put on gel, you go for it. I'm going to be using a pomade from the Brow Code and their pencil, which is 123, and this one is in the shade Soft Brow I've been using pomades for a very long time and I still like them. I know it's been a trend right before, like I would say 2016, but I just love them. I just love how easy it is to use and it just lasts so long. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eyebrow as well, very lightly. It will actually be my first time flying like at time. I usually will go either very early in the morning or very late at night. I'm not sure why would that be a reason why I would travel late, but I'm gonna try out the daytime and see if I like it more. I just feel like if we travel like very early in the morning, we have a full day at the place we are staying at, so we're not losing any time. But in this case, I'm just going to be browsing around, looking if I like the place or not, like the city. So it doesn't really matter. I'm not losing any time. And I will be staying there for 5 days. I'm actually planning to edit a lot of videos while I'm on the plane. I really hate plane rides, so I'm gonna use the time wisely and just try to distract myself as much as possible because it's really not favorable for me and my mental health. Okay, so I'm going to clean up with concealer around my eyebrows just because it is a pomade and it's a little bit messy. So I'm just going to clean around to make sure that it is nice. To stay away, just a pro tip, to stay away if you do use a brow pomade, to stay away from that 2016 eyebrow look. Just make sure before you go in with a concealer, you're only going underneath. Don't go on the top because you will be giving yourself that 2016 eyebrow and we don't really want that. So I'm just going to use a little bit of a concealer, put it on my hand, and I'll take a flatter brush. I'm still blending out the other parts, but I'm just letting them sit out. I will be using a flat brush and just a little bit of a concealer to go over my eyebrow like so. Okay, that's great. I'm just gonna now blend everything out with a beauty blender. When you let the concealer sit like this, it does set in a little more thicker and therefore the coverage is a lot more, I would say, full. Okay, as you could tell, my skin still looks very, very natural and very glowy. I don't have a thick layer of a concealer on, so this is perfect. We don't want to do too much. And then I'm just going to go in with my new cheek tint from Armani. I'm going to add in a few drops. It's just so pretty, this color. And it's very nice because I tried it out and it's buildable. Like, I love buildable stuff and it works really, really cute. And it blends in very, really nicely. Do you see that? It's just very subtle, very nice. I'm just going to add in a little more. Okay, this is a lot better. It blends in really well, so sometimes it can be very light in tint. So it just really works really nice once you build it up to your perfect consistency. Like now I think this is perfect. I feel like Sabrina Carpenter, I've actually did a video on it previously. She inspired a lot of us on to having that blush heavy look, and I actually love my blush right now like so much. I was really heavy on my blush before and I was scared because a lot of people would tell me that it just looks like really, like it just looks too much. But I just love it. I can't. It just looks really cute, especially for spring and summer. I'm going somewhere that has summer all year long, which I'm so excited because it is quite cold and it's rainy in New York. So it's very exciting to go to a place that has really nice weather. Okay, that all set. I'm just going to now set in with some powder. I'm gonna use the flat brush and my Laura Mercier. Just gonna use a little bit and I'm gonna just slightly tap in the powder to set it in. My skin tends to be very greasy sometimes, so this is an important step that I have started using recently, and it actually benefits my makeup look a lot better in the long run. So if you do have oily skin, take notes because it's funny. I used to look very, very greasy before. Okay, that is done. Okay, I like the look. Now we are going to add in a little bit of eyelashes. So by that I mean adding in mascara. I'm going to curl them really quickly. Actually need to get a new eyelash curler. If you have any suggestions, which is the best eyelash curler that you have used? Because this one is quite old. Does the job done, gets the job done, but I don't know, it is quite old. I just love the effect of when you get your lashes either laminated or curled. I feel like you just look so much more better. Do you agree? This look is actually really nice because you could actually fake it to be that clean girl aesthetic because the makeup is very minimal. I added concealer, I added my skincare, I added my blush and some powder just to set it in, and my regular eyebrows. There you go, a clean girl makeup look. Now I'm gonna go with my base primer from L'Oreal. Alright, perfect. So that is now setting and drying out. I'm just going to go now with my lip pencils. I'm going to choose a color now. I'm going to go with NYX, like always. This is my favorite lip pencil. And I'm going to use Nude Beige. This is a very good color for that clean girl aesthetic. And it is not too much for that airport, right? I'm going to align my lip. Whoa, I think I just... And I'm going to directly fill them in because I don't want to add in any like lipstick except for like a lip balm. We'll see. I actually want to show you guys this new lipstick that I got from Armani. And I really like the color because it's very, very natural. It's like such a beautiful shade. What a pretty color. I think I'm just gonna add in a little bit. I just want to show you this beautiful blush from Armani as well. I got it as well. Look how pretty this is. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I like to smell my blushes and my bronzers. And this one doesn't smell like anything, just so you know. I'm gonna add it. This has a little bit of shimmer. I'm gonna add a little bit of it on my cheek. Since we already set in the under eyes with powder, it is okay to use a powder blush. Whoa, it is pigmented. Just be careful with it. I just want to go a little darker on my lip liner, and I'll outline it with Nude Truffle. Yeah, this is a more of a brown in color just to add a little more dimension to my lip. There you go. And we're done with the lip. Finally, I will be adding mascara and we'll be done with the look. How often do you guys travel around? Because I don't get to travel too often. I did travel. This will be my second time this year, which is crazy because I have not traveled in 7 years from the previous trip. So that is actually crazy. I try to keep traveling as much as possible. I go around my city and my state, but I don't usually just like go out on a plane, on a cruise or anything like that. I haven't traveled for like a very long time. And traveling, like, I would say every month now, almost. I've traveled in March and now it's May. I'm traveling in May. This sounds a little crazy to me. Okay, you guys, let's see the final result after I unclip my hair. I will be going with my regular just laid back hair. I added a little bit of a curl onto my ends with my hot brush. I have actually a tutorial on Instagram if you want to know how I get this look. Very easy in like 5 minutes. I love it. I will be going now. Let me know what you think about this makeup look. If this is too much, I understand. It is an airport. I do have things to do after. I think this is a perfect look if you want to travel, just to look a little more put together and don't want to add in too many products on your face. I hope you have a good one. I will see you on my next video. I will also suggest that you give a like and subscribe to this video if you want to see more videos like this. I love you and thank you so much. Goodbye.